What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing the best solo builds to defeat the upcoming 7-star Incineroar raid for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We made a video previously that had some solo options, some of them needed online work, but this one is going to be pure solo, and it's going to be featuring some builds that I did not have in my previous video. And of course, guys, if you like my type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So quick dive in over the Incineroar. It's going to have Intimidate. It will be Terra Dark, and it's quite bulky overall as a Pokemon. I mean, 95 HP with 90 defenses is really solid, and 115 attack, so it will have a good physical attack stat. It also has a lot of great physical moves it will be using. Flare Blitz and Darkest Lariat for the dual stab. Thunder Punch for the water types, Iron Head for the fairy types, Outrage for the dragon types, and then Acrobatics for the fighting types. Now for setup moves, I can totally see it go for like a taunt on like turn 0 or maybe turn 1. I can also see it go for Sunny Day to boost the Flare Blitz, and it could either use Bulk Up or Swords Dance. It actually naturally learns Bulk Up as a level up move, so I think Bulk Up over Swords Dance, which will increase its attack and defense by 1. The best solo build, in my opinion, is honestly going to be Clefable. If you have the DLC, you can easily get this, and it's going to be Terra Fairy with the item Metronome. Now, you could remove Metronome and put Mental Herb if the Incineroar does have Taunt. So if it does have Taunt when the raid comes out, then you put on Mental Herb so you can actually do your setup and be fine. But if it doesn't, then Metronome would be the better item. Now, max special attack, max defense with the modest nature, and our ability is Unaware. So when attacking, the Pokemon ignores the target stat changes, which is, really nice in general. So we don't have to worry about the Incineroar setting up on us too much because we have Unaware, which is very nice. So we have Draining Kiss. So we have Stab, super effective, and then Terra boosted Draining Kiss, which is going to give us back 50% of our HP. And it's a great move. It's going to be doing special damage as well. And we can boost our special attack by using Calm Mind. Calm Mind will increase our special attack by 1 and special defense by 1. But we also have Fake Tears. Now, this Fake Tears will lower the special defense by 2 on the Incineroar. It doesn't work through shields, so you probably want to set this up early. But ideally, you probably want to get your Draining Kisses off to get that Terra charge as quickly as possible. And then, hopefully, you can have it where the Incineroar has its shields up, and it's at like -2 special defense. You have like 3 Calm Mind boosts, and you start pounding it away. Now, you can set up a Reflect to give yourself, +2 physical defense for the whole team on your side of the field, which is really nice for 5 turns. And that's going to give you a lot of sustain, and you should be good with Clefable. Clefable is actually pretty decently bulky overall, and you should be doing well, and you have great damage on it overall, too. Now, Kommo-o is another phenomenal Pokemon to use in this raid. He's actually going to originally be my previous video, but I was in the middle of my fantasy football draft when I was making my video. So, I forgot to put him in. But Kommo-o is amazing. We're gonna have Terra Fighting with the Shell Bell, and max HP, max defense with I had an Impish nature on him. Your ability doesn't matter too much on this guy. So we're gonna be setting up Iron defenses and going for Body Press, and Body Press will be Stab super effective. Use our defensive stat to do the damage here, which is really nice. And if we get burned by Will-O-Wisp, it does not matter because Body Press is using our defensive stat and not our physical attack stat. So we're gonna be good to go there. Now, if we are hit by a taunt, then we're not going to be able to set up for 3 turns, but that is going to be okay because you could just start the raid by going for Breaking Swipe 3 times against the Incineroar, and put his attack to -3, get your Terra charge up, and then you can go Terra Fighting, get that boosted Body Press, and then start setting up from there. Last move we have is Screech, which will harshly lower the defense of the Incineroar. Only 85% accurate, but a phenomenal move in general. If you have like one of these landed, it's going to make the raid a lot faster, and fighting a dragon type is actually pretty good typing overall. I mean, you resist both fire and you resist dark naturally, so that's going to be really helpful too. Now, for those who don't have the DLC, Dachshund will be an excellent body presser. So we're going to have the Terra Fighting and Shell Bell with the max HP, max defensible nature. Our ability is Well-Baked Body, so whenever we get hit by a fire type move, including like a Will-O-Wisp, a Flare Blitz, our defense is going to be boosted by 2. So we're going to be hoping that the Incineroar does go for some fire type moves, either one of those moves like Will-O-Wisp or Flare Blitz. Hit us with that, we're going to be immune to it and get a +2 defense boost. So it's going to be setting up our own stats for us, and once we hit that +6, we can start going for those body presses, and then we get that Terra Fighting off and do the Terra boosted super effective body presses. Now it's going to do less damage in Kommo-o, but it does have the immunities, and of course, you are going to be resisting dark as well. You have Mud Slap, so if it does start hitting you pretty hard, you can use Mud Slap to lower that accuracy. You can also lower his attack with Charm and lower his defense with Tail Whip to make things a little bit quicker when the shields are not up. Now for the Defiant users, Annihilate will actually be pretty solid here with the Metronome and Terra Fighting. We're going to go, honestly, ideally, max attack and max defense, but mine's still max HP. Defiant's great because the Intimidate's going to hit us in the beginning. It's going to give us -1 attack, but Defiant proc, so +2 attack. So we're going to at the end of that exchange, we'll be at +1 attack at the start of the raid. And our goal is to set up some bulk ups to get like +1 attack, +1 defense, like 1 or 2 of these in the beginning, and then spam Drain Punches to get your Terra Charge, get out of that Ghost typing. And when you're a pure fighting type, you will resist dark, which was going to be really nice. Focus Energy is here to increase our critical hit rate by 50%. And if you land some Screeches, lower that physical defense by 2. That'll be incredibly helpful and make things go a lot faster. Now, the other Defiant user is Zapdos. And Zapdos does resist dark right out the gate, so that's an advantage over the Annihilate here. And the Galarian Zapdos, we're going to go Terra Fighting with the Shell Bell. Once again, max attack, max defense will be better, but mine's just max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature. Defiant, once again, you're going to start the raid at +1 attack, which is really nice. And the cool thing about this Pokemon is you can set up like 1 or 2 bulk ups in the beginning to get that attack boost, defense boost, so you take hits better and do more damage. Then Thunderous is stab super effective and will always lower the target's physical defense by 1. So you can get the Incineroar to -6, and you can just be doing damage, building out a Terra Charge, getting your HP back from the Shell Bell, and it'd be really good to go. And the beauty of this is he can taunt you, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, you just don't bulk up. Okay, I'll just hit you with Thunderous Kick because we're going to be good to go. And of course, we have Focus Energy for a 50% chance of critting. And then for a finisher, you can go for a big close combat when you get a lot of Thunderous Kicks off in general. Lastly, if you do not have the DLC Azumarill with the Terra Fairy, will be another excellent option with the Shell Bell. Of course, we could get burned by Will-O-Wisp, which is definitely an issue, especially on those other guys. If you do get burned by Will-O-Wisp, remember, Heal Cheer will give you HP back and clear your statuses. So if you are a physical attacker, you definitely want to have that Heal Cheer used. So we're going to be running max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature. Huge Power doubles our attack stat, so we actually have a good attack stat. So essentially, we're over 400 on our attack, which is really nice. So ideally, what we're going to be doing here is turn 1 Belly Drum, and if he does taunt us, then, you know, we could start with 3 Mud Slaps in the beginning to wear off the taunt, or you can go for Tickle to lower the attack and defense of the Incineroar to better take those hits. But, you know, once you get that Belly Drum off, and if he doesn't have taunt, even better, just go for that Belly Drum, and then turn 2 Play Rough, stab super effective, +6 on that Play Rough, and you get all your HP back. Just keep spamming that, get that Terra, you'll be Terra Fairy, so you start resisting, well, you already resist Dark, and you resist Fire immediately because you are a Water type, so keep that in mind too. So the only thing that really beats Azumarill is going to be a taunt on turn 0 or turn 1. But, you know, if you can actually speed creep the Incineroar if you want to, and it does have taunt, but it's only on turn 1, you could outspeed it, go for Belly Drum, and then you don't have to care about taunt. So Azumarill is going to be a pretty decent option in general, but it definitely has some issues. I would say it's probably the weakest out of the bunch here. Personally, my favorite is Clefable, and then Como-O, and then after that, I would say Dachshund, Annihilate, and Zapdos are all sort of tied, and then I'll put Azumarill last. But there you have it, guys. Those are my solo builds for the upcoming Incineroar raid. We're going to beat this fat cat. It's going to be super easy. And look at him. I know he's got his henchman right here of his Meows, but we got him. Don't worry. And of course, we're going to be doing a live stream of this raid this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss it. And don't forget to hit the like button on this video, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell so you don't miss my live streams, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a good one.